Trump last night. It's a difficult moment. We're told he could strike Iran in the next 24 hours. US troops have been withdrawing from bases across Iran amid fears first protest prisoners have been hanged. He said if anybody gets hanged, that's the red line for him. We've also heard him say earlier overnight, oh, you know, we think that the protests have stopped. That could be rhetoric. Everybody seems to be on tenterhooks to this. Let's cross to Phoenix, Arizona. Qatar Phoenix, the morning news presenter, Ladona Harvey. Ladona, how are you? Ladona. How are you, Ladona?
Good. I'm doing good. Ladonna or Ladona. It doesn't matter.
Well, Ladona over here is a doner kebab. I've been up 15 hours. I'm a bit hungry. Is America on a knife edge as it waits to hear what Trump will do, or are they used to this?
Well, at this point, we're kind of used to it, but, you know, this is a president who ran basically on saying we don't want to be at war anymore, and we seem to be poking the hornet's nest wherever we can. I think that Iran has been ripe for resolution or revolution for a long time, but it's really up to the people of Iran.
Yeah.
I think it makes people very nervous to say, oh, we're going to go into another foreign country in the Middle East, which hardly ever works out, and help them. I don't know what the next steps are.
I think the sort of feeling over here is, and just I'm not saying it's going to help you guys. Let's not forget, as I say every day, that this is a vile regime that has financed the mad mullahs, almost every terrorist organisation in the world, right? You know, you think Hamas, Houthis, in the Middle East, they've caused carnage. I think that if there's a chance that the people of Iran want this regime brought down, then the world should help that happen. The problem is, Ladonna, and you know this better than anybody, you do it for a living, it's what happens afterwards, and both the Americans and the Europeans have past history in that. You go in, you save the world, and what happens afterwards? And that would be the issue, which is why it's a fine balancing act, I suspect, between going in and doing it short and sweet and actually hanging around for years to try and maintain, you know, some sort of control, I suppose, right?
Right. You know, take a look at how long we were in Afghanistan. How did that work out for us? I mean, you know, anytime there's regime change, it has to be backed by the people, which I think that this has been happening in Iran for a long period of time, between, you know, dragging women out of cars because their hair wasn't properly covered, their scarf slipped, and beating them to death in the streets. I think that Iranians have had enough. But this is really about self-determinism, isn't it?
Yeah.
What do Iranians want? I don't know. That's a question they have to answer. How much help can we give? I also don't know. It's an interesting position to be in.
Let's just have it. No,
frankly.
I agree. Let's have just a look at your president, DJT. Let's just see. This can be taken many ways. Let's see what he said overnight.
Iran is on my mind when I see the kind of death that is happening over there, we think. So we're going to get some accurate numbers. I'll have it in about 20 minutes. We'll get some accurate numbers as to what's happening with regard to the killing.
The instance of U.S. strikes against U.S. assets in the Middle East. What do you say to U.S. service members about why it's worth the risk to intervene in Iran?
Yeah, Iran said that the last time I blew them up with the nuclear capability, which they don't have any longer. So Iran said that the last time. They better behave.
Ladonna, I'm not even going to apologise. Just that line. That's what they said the last time before I blew them up. I mean, God, we've got such a sap in charge here who won't even let us elect anybody or vote or even use any... I mean, honest to God, just imagine, whatever you think of him. Yeah, they said that the last time I blew them up. Extraordinary.
You know, he is at the very, very least, he is wildly entertaining. You know, he knows how to jerk people's chains, and that's what he does masterfully, both here and abroad. And I think if I was in Tehran and I don't know if my title was Ayatollah, I'd be very nervous right now.
Well, look at what happened.
Very nervous.
Look what happened to Maduro in Venezuela. And to make you realize that Phoenix, Arizona, one of my favorite cities, as you know, in America, right? You're in a very privileged position. In this country, have you been to Britain recently?
I actually, over Christmas I was there, but I got sick. I'm still trying to shake it. What's the matter with you people?
Of course you got sick. Well, I just wanted to let you know that our Prime Minister, Sir Dreary Stalin, he actually has a lower approval rating than Maduro had in Venezuela before you lot grabbed him.
Wow, a dictator. That's, you know, you're doing well. It's be proud, I think.
Not at all. Listen, great to have you on, Ladona. We'll keep everybody updated throughout the day here on Talk. Will Donald Trump strike Iran? Will he move forward in that way, or is it just rhetoric?